such a way that I will break the legs off.
See how good this is drilled. Because I want to go this way. I can't go this way. I can't go this way because when I go to put it down, the stress on this leg is going to be tremendous. And that's where you're going to two people. One person each side can kind of lift it and bend it. One person can't do that. So I have to do it this way, do two legs, bend it over, put something under this. I have to put one side, lift it up, put a leg on, put it down. Lift up the other side, put a leg on, put it down. So, let's get the box out of here. First thing is to get the box out of the room. Table before? No, I have not done this table before. I am looking at the directions and figuring out, knowing I'm just one person as we go. There are things out there that are designed for two people, but there's only one person available to do. So if there is only one person available to do, such as right now, you're going to change the rules. Take chances, do things differently. Everything on this channel with this house will be more likely a one-person build of things that should be a lot of them, more than one person. That is why I bought a excavator. That is why I bought a mini skid steer, which I've used to move tons of stuff with because one person. I have carts for my lawnmower. Again, I can load up one person and go through it. The question on these directions, I don't know if you can see them or not. And I'll put a photo so you can see what I'm looking at. Go back and make sure all the connections are tight. Do not lean the legs on its legs. Do not hold the table by the legs. Hold by the table only. So they're telling me in directions, after you put this together, there is absolutely no way on earth for one person to be able to do this. They're actually showing 3 people. You're ready to play after you have 3 people and 2 friends come over to put your table together. And what I thought was true, because they're telling me right here, do not lean the table on legs sideways. Do not hold the table by the legs. Hold the table by the table only. So if I put the both legs on and I lean it sideways to pick it up, they're saying the legs on this side more than likely are going to crack. So that means plan 2. Table stay there. Okay, so we're back to our plan. What we're going to do, we're going to put this side down on this. Put this side in a long line on this chair, which is going to give me the ability of lifting it up, putting the legs on, and then putting it down without breaking the rules. But yet only one person doing it. So let's start by putting this down. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit of this on this end so I have something to hold on to. So lift it up. We're going to start by putting the whole thing down. This is what you get when you have a son. You want to be surprised when you come to Dad's house. We can play pool. So now I'm going to take the chair and put the chair specifically on the beam that goes across. Not on the legs, not on the bottom. Specifically on that beam, which is right there. Both 4s. Okay. This is a 3. Going the directions. 3 should be right here. There's no leveling or anything, because the 3 holes is only one way it can go on. Can't go on any other way. But you want to make sure all the bolts are started. You never want to start tightening unless you have all the bolts started, because sometimes there's a certain way to put them on, and if you start tightening the bolts, it's not going to go on because it's crooked. Like right now, that last bolt is being headed. cardboard from the build. So if I put those other two bolts in, I would be sitting here forever trying to get a screw in. I have to take the bolts out. Goes to show, always have all the screws or bolts in before you tighten. Now we're going to try that one first. Make sure we repair the issue. Now it's going in. So let's look at the picture. Yes, it goes across this way. We're good. Yes, I'm starting this by using the wrench that it came with. Because to be honest, I'm not interested in gorilla tightening anything. Snug, but it won't be moving. Because when I get it on the table, and I get all the legs done, it will have to move some. It moves almost a freaking inch. Balancing it on the edge. Still seems pretty low. Okay. All of them seem to be that height. 33s. If you can hear me, never use a screw gun, screwdriver to put screws in the press wood. You will destroy it and it will fall apart. Press wood must be done by hand. So you buy something and it's press wood, you've just increased the amount of time because it must be by hand. Otherwise, it's very likely if you'll tighten it too much. Yes, there's little notches on the screwdriver, so I'm not going to tighten it too much. Never works. Always tighten it too much. So if you have a screw gun and it's something that's been inexpensively bought, like this table, guaranteed you will need to tighten it by hand. Because if you don't, you will break it. Time for chair. Again, this shouldn't be as easy because it's not on the ground. So I'm slowly picking this up. Since I put foam under it, putting my chair under it. Making sure my chair is in the way of my legs. I can do my other two legs. We did not follow the directions. The directions are designed for 3 people. Not 1. 3 people to put this together. something. See how this works. Again, it's designed for a 3-people build. So if I put these together first, I'm sure they're straight. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these together before I put them on the table. Which will be a little bit tricky. Legs are in tight. All the screws are in. So I'm going to put it on the legs, let it sit. Now I'm going to tighten them up. But since I'm done here, now I can grill tighten them down. The first leg I did, since now we're in the right position, we're going to loosen, let it readjust a little bit, and then we'll grill it tighten down. Let's look at the legs we're talking about. 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. Legs hooked together with legs. Everything is pressed wood. These are the adjustments for the metal, little directions. 2 more legs to level it
you're going to turn these. Somebody has to lift the table, or you can use your back, lift the corner, level it, then adjust it, and look at it. Before you do that, though, you have to get the exact location and where it goes. So, leveling, if you look, it's in the mark, but for pool, it has to be exact. I've cleaned the bottom of this. I know it's solid, and I know that we have to come up on the right. So I'm going to take my back and push on the top of this. Then I turn this, loosening it, which gives me height. Then I go back up here, and we're still not high. Now you put this in the middle. And see what that looks like. He says we're higher on that side. So this side has to be raised up. Before we go and raise that side, let's look at this side. Now this side says that this side needs to be raised. This one says that this side needs to be raised. So they both coincide, and I have to put my back under this corner and then raise this screw up. So back under the corner, lift it up some, raise the screw up some, and then look at it. I don't know about you, but that looks perfect. Let's go over here. Put it going from side to side. That one is a little bit high on the right, low on the left. So that means now we have to do an adjustment. We were just perfect. So to get perfect, unperfect, I got to raise the one I didn't raise up some. I'll raise the other one up the same amount. So this should still be perfect. Which it is. But now, side to side, since I raised the whole side up equally, very close. I still have to raise up more. Now I'm close to being perfect on that side. So now I go back and look at this side. And you know that since we raised up the left, I have to raise up this side too. Now we go back to the beginning of where we started over on this side. Let's look at the first one we adjusted now. Still in the perfect middle. We didn't adjust this side, but it's the same as the other side. So we'll look at that side. Perfect middle. So with that, we have finished the install of the pool table. It's installed with one person, changing the directions for one person. So now it's sitting in the room.
That's what matters. They're sticks, they're straight, and they're round.
And yes, the ball start has to be behind that line.
Okay. You can't just like put it right next to it?
Well, if you put it next to it, you won't have any leverage either.
Yeah,
You probably shouldn't stand there in case it bounces up and hits somebody.
you think you're gonna do that? So, I think that's my current strategy. I mean, if it works, it works.